Back to our next weather alert. High heat could fire up storms across the area.
Let's go virtual and get the real deal on what's next with Chief Meteorologist Bill Kelly.
Yeah, guys, so we're watching tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a couple things. We got the heat that we've mentioned. We got the storm risk as well. We'll get to both those details in just a moment to help you plan. Outside this evening, though, tonight is the night if you just want to get out and enjoy a nice summer evening. It's beautiful. You see all the sunshine here. No rainfall expected at all, or if you need to get out and do a little planning for some storms coming into our area, the next few hours looking good as well. Now, in terms of temperatures, it's one of the warmer days that we've had as of late. Down the shore, very comfortable with these numbers into the 70s. We got 76 for Atlantic City, 80 around Cape May, Millville here into the mid-80s, as you can see. Same thing with Dover. It's a little bit warmer for the I-95 corridor. Philly's sitting at 88 degrees right now. We haven't had, by the way, we haven't had a 90-degree temperature since the 7th of the month. We're only at 30 for the year. We're going to talk a little bit more about that coming up in just a moment. There's some big old wasp right there. That's a very large wasp up on the lens, apparently. 87 degrees in Allentown. You see the Poconos a little bit on the cooler side. Temperature right around 80 degrees. So let's bring up what we're looking at over the next couple of days. Tonight, we got, like I said, a beautiful evening. Temperatures into the mid-80s with lots of sunshine, 80 degrees at 8, 77 by 9. No weather-related problems for you at all. But let's get to the first part of our weather alert, and that's the heat. Temperatures start out tomorrow morning into the mid-70s around the region. Okay, so it's going to be a warm and sticky start. We get to 90 degrees tomorrow with the feels-like temperature probably by 9:30 or 10 o'clock in the morning. By noon, we're widespread mid-90s around the area. And tomorrow afternoon, anywhere between a 100 to a 105 degree range and maybe even a little bit warmer than that. This is at 4:30, 5 o'clock, roughly this time tomorrow evening. We are dry all day tomorrow until this time, so that's why I want to start you with the Futurecast at 5 o'clock tomorrow. And notice that perhaps a stray shower popping up, but it's really past that 6, 7 o'clock time frame. Now you see the radar is quite a bit brighter. All these brighter shades are where the heavier rain's going to be, the possibility of stronger storms as well. We're going to have some heavy rain. We have the cloud-to-ground lightning strike, and gusty winds going to be one of those things that we watch. This most recent Futurecast model has the heaviest of that line from the Philadelphia area off to the south, but I'm not ruling anybody out for these storms. This is not law. This is a Futurecast model. I want you to see more of the timing, and that's in that, let's say 5 to 6 p.m. on the early end through, we get into the middle part of the evening hours. We're still tracking these storms. Here's a look at 10 or 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Perhaps a storm wave moving through the Philadelphia area until about 2 o'clock. Once we get to 2 o'clock tomorrow morning, the threat for the most part winds down. Now, when it comes to those threats, here are our impacts. It's a low flooding threat. Yes, we will have heavy rainfall, but I expect these storms to be moving rather quickly from the west to the east. To get the real big flooding threats, they need to kind of hang out overhead. Strong winds, that's going to be our highest risk that we have tomorrow. The large hail is low, the tornado potential is low, but we're going to be watching both of those as we always do. All right, so 7-day details. What can you expect as we're moving ahead into your 7-day forecast? We are looking at temperatures tomorrow into those mid-90s. We are on weather alert for the heat and for the storms. It's a cold front. Then we're going to drop down big time. 78 on Thursday, 77 on Friday. Both of these days look dry. We'll call them mostly cloudy. And then we get into your Labor Day weekend, focus a little bit more coming up in just a bit. 82, 84 respectively, Saturday, Sunday with a greater chance of rain on Saturday. We'll be right back.